Hello and welcome to Barcelona for a doubleheader weekend for the GT3 Series races 7 and 8 of the 2025 series. 10 laps around this track here in Spain with our 24 driver field and with a pretty exciting weekend ahead of us. Already the qualifying session for this race done. After this race, the qualifying session for the race tomorrow will happen and we are ready for this weekend, which will be already a kind of title deciding weekend because some of the guys will not have a chance to win the championship anymore after this weekend. We saw Kevin van der Linde, who is the points leader, and here we see the second place car currently in the championship, Julian Andlauer in the Porsche, and in the third position currently it's Luca Engstler also in an Audi. These are the top 8 after the first 6 races with Feller in 4th, then comes Team Grenier, Auer and Vermeulen. And the drivers now ready to roll for this race and we will look at the starting lineup for this event. Starting off in row 1 with Maxi Götz and Hoshino in the Aston Martin, and in row 2 we have Michael Grenier and Clement Schmid. Then in row 3 it's Christopher Mies and Hui, and in row 4 we have Nick Diem next to Christian Klien. Then in row number 5 it's Mirko Bortolotti and Julian Andlauer, and Klaus Bachler is next to Philipp Eng. Then in the next row we have Thierry Vermeulen next to Luca Engstler, and also another Ferrari with Tony Villander next to Raffaele Macchiello. Then it's Sheldon van der Linde next to Lucas Auer and Thomas Freining and Ryan Briscoe in the only Acura in the field. And then we have René Rast and James Calado, and in the last row 2 of the title contenders with Ricardo Feller and Kevin van der Linde. But now let's go racing, 10 laps in Barcelona and we are green! Into the first corner, the tricky first 2 corners, but it seems like everyone came through there with no problems, and Götz is leading the race in front of Hoshino. Third Grenier, then comes Schmid. Schmid now with the attack against the Canadian, but on the outside it will be very tricky to overtake, and so Grenier is still in 3rd place. With Schmid a good start, Mies in 5th place. And now the attack from Grenier onto Hoshino, and he's in 2nd place, so a double lead for Mercedes now. Strong overtake, Hoshino moves down to 3rd place with Schmid already in the back of him and Mies in 5th place. Second lap now of the race, now maybe the attack for Schmid on the outside, this gets very tricky, they touch, they collide and go off the track. Hoshino joins again and Schmid loses a lot of places in this after the contact. A small touch but big outtakes for both drivers, who loses their places 3 and 4, and now Mies is up to 3rd place with Hoshino down in 4th, with Klien, the McLaren pilot, already up to 5th place. He's now chasing down the Japanese Aston Martin driver, and he's already by! Strong overtake by Christoph Klien, who is now up in 4th place. In front it's the 2 Mercedes leading, Mies in 3rd, then comes Klien and then Hoshino. So now I think the places are settled for the first time in this race, and we can concentrate on the top battles here in front. Götz is really solid so far with no mistakes, Grenier in 2nd, and also Mies looks very strong. On to the last part of the racetrack once again, turn number 11 now for the 2 Mercedes. I think Grenier comes closer, and also I think Klien can come closer to Mies now, so maybe we can have some battles going on with clearly now the side that Klien is really close to Mies, and also Grenier, we see it here, is closing up to his teammate, to Maxi Götz. Will there be a team order in this battle? Both drivers in the top 9 of the championship, only separated by 1 point, both drivers, so I think there will be no team orders and they will be free to race. Also behind we see that Mies and Klien are fighting and they are desperate of some points. Mies the only driver in this season without any points, and now they make contact and an overtake for Christopher Klien. The McLaren pilot goes into 3rd place. Strong overtake from him and he is now maybe up to chasing the top spots here. Strong one for Clean, who is currently 17th in the point standings, so also he needs a good result. Now we see that Grenier is really close to Götz, so maybe the Canadian can make an attack on his German teammate onto the last corner of this racetrack. Maybe an attack on the inside. No, he is too far back now, but with a good exit, maybe he has a chance on a long straightaway to go by. Grenier is now really close to Maxi Götz. Maxi Götz is covering the inside line, very strong covering for Maxi Götz, and he keeps the lead, but the next overtaking opportunity will be into turn number 4 now. Maybe on the inside, Grenier tries it. They are side by side through this corner, but Götz has now the inside line through turn number 5 and still keeps the lead in front of the Canadian. Strong battle between those two teammates. Maybe now, no attack from the Canadian. Again into the last corner of this racetrack. Maybe with a chance for Grenier. But still no chance to go by. Now he had this great exit out of the last corner. And he is side by side with Maxi Götz and has now the inside line and is by the German. After fighting over a few laps, he is finally by his teammate and can move away with Clean in third. Then comes Mies and Julian Andlauer, second in points, is already up to 5th. Still, the lead for two Mercedes would be a big success if they get this double podium. And third Clean. And I think behind Mies and Andlauer are fighting for 4th place, with the Audi pilot covering the French Porsche pilot. Maybe we see attack in turn number 1. No attack for Andlauer. And still in the front, Grenier holding off Götz, who quite off seems not have the pace to attack his teammate once again. And there is the move from Andlauer. Strong overtake from the Frenchman. He is now up to 4th place with Mies in 5th. Nikidim also, the Aston Martin, up already on to the top 6. And Grenier is still in the lead of this race. Götz in second, then comes in third place Clean in the McLaren. That was what I wanted to say. And then comes Andlauer. But maybe can Clean make a final attack on Götz, or can Götz close the door to Grenier? This would be really, really big for Götz, who also needs these points for the championship. 25 points for the winner, 18 for second place, 15 for third place. But at the moment it seems like that Clean is closing up to Götz. So Götz maybe needs to defending now the McLaren pilot, the only McLaren in the field. Also the last time we will see McLaren in the GT3 series until this season. Maybe they will come back in a few years, but will not be on the grid next year. One more lap to go, we are in the final lap, and now the battle for second is really heating up, with Götz now close, only in front of Clean. Clean is very close behind. Maybe the attack now on the inside. No attack for Clean. The next overtaking opportunity could be into turn number 6 or turn number 7 or 8. Clean now is close, and there is the attack from Clean on the inside, but now he has the outside lane, so Götz can cover up and will be in front of him. But one more turn left, maybe another attack for Clean for second place. Will he do it, or will Götz cover second place? Götz will keep second place, I think. And this is the win from Michael Grenier. He's second in his career, and second for Götz, third for Clean, fourth Andlauer, 15, 6 Mies, 7 Bachler, 8 Hoshino, 9 Vermeulen, and Schmid, the Lamborghini pilot, gets that last 10th point. And for the championship, this means Andlauer is now the championship leader in front of Kevin van der Linde. Grenier moves up to third. Then comes Engstler, Götz, Teamfeller, and Vermeulen. 7 races done, and still everyone has the chance to win the championship. So a close season we have. Auer in 9th, then comes Clean, who moves up to 10th place. Calado in 11th, then Bachler, Breining, both of the Lamborghini pilots, and Marciello in 16th place. Tomorrow we will see race 8, and by the way, this was the first race of the GT3 series without any yellow flags, so props to the guys, a great clean race. Sheldon van der Linde in 17th, then Wilander 18th, Rust 19th, then Mies, Hoshino, Eng, Briscoe and Hui. This was it from race number 7, and we will see you tomorrow again for the 8th race of the GT3 Series season. We see you then. Until then, bye bye.